Have you ever imagined traveling in Egypt without seeing the pyramids? The Egypt I went to had a vast desert with beautiful scenery. And a beautiful Red Sea teeming with blue life. And the people I met during my travels lived life. Sometimes like the oasis in the desert. And sometimes like the Nile River that is like a strong mother, even today. I was curious to discover the beautiful sides of Egypt. They would show me. Egypt is located in the northeast of the continent of Africa. The cradle of civilization has drawn in numerous explorers and academics for thousands of years. I was also drawn to Egypt like those explorers. My journey began in the Siwaand Oasis in the western desert. The Siwaand Oasis is 560 kilometers west of the capital, Cairo. It takes 10 hours by car from Cairo. The 10-hour drive reveals an endless view of the Sahara Desert, the world's hottest and driest desert. In the midst of this desert, an oasis appeared like a mirage. I was curious to know what an oasis in the barren desert land would look like. Finally, the oasis unraveled itself before my eyes. Wow, it is really big. The Siwaand Oasis is one of the most fertile oases in the Sahara Desert. I can see why it is fertile. Siwaand is situated in a lowland area where land has sunken. There are around 1,000 springs and hot springs and salt lakes like this one around.
소금 호수가 짜 보이지가 않네요. 그냥 되게 평화로운 잔잔한 짠기가 하나도 없는 그런 호수 같아 보여요.
The oasis not only provides shelter from the desert, but also from our dry and barren lives. The name Siwaand derives from the ancient Egyptian language and means land of palm trees. The local Berber people still live cultivating date palms and olives. Thanks to this fertile oasis, people have been inhabiting Siwaand for a long time now, and there are traces of ancient history and culture. The Temple of the Oracle of Almond is well known as where Alexander the Great consulted the oracle. Many kings who conquered Egypt came to the temple to consult the oracle or make offerings.
어렸을 때 생각하기엔 조그마한 오아시스에 야자수 하나 이렇게 있는 게 그게 사막의 오아시스다 그랬는데 여기는 달라요. 진짜 너무 크고 거기다가 뭐 알렉산더 대왕, 클레오파트라 뭐 이런 역사적인 사실과 이렇게 접목이 되어 있는 곳이다 보니까 참 의미가 다른 것 같아요.
There is a famous place in Siwaand known for its beauty.
와. 왜 이렇게 맑어? 야, 이 사막 한가운데 이렇게 맑은 물이 있네. 이야. 이렇게 깊이 올라오는 거 봐요, 이렇게. 뽀글뽀글. 어떻게 사막 한가운데 이렇게 맑은 물이 있을까요? 야, 바닥이 다 보이는구나.
This is Cleopatra's Pool.
야, 너희들 수영하려는구나. 오와.
Boys who had finished their morning classes were cooling themselves off.
와, 얘들 대단하다. 깊이가 이거 한 3m 되거든요. 근데 꺼리낌 없이 오. 신났네. 하나, 우야.
The pool where Cleopatra supposedly bathed has now become a playground for children. This is the perfect place for children to play. Watching them have so much fun made me want to join in with them.
여기까지 왔는데 클레오파트라가 들어갔다는 물에 같이는 못 들어갔어요. 수영 한번 해야죠. 애들이 너무너무 재밌게 노니까 그냥 못 지나갈 거야. 하나 둘 셋 하는 거야? 하나 둘 셋.
The water was even cooler and clearer than seen from outside. I went back to being a boy again. Plus, the water here has salt and is abundant in minerals, so it is very good for the skin and arthritis. I feel like I'm reliving my childhood.
이게 말로 표현할 수 없는 즐거움이라는 거 있죠. 아이고. 완전히 천국이네, 천국. 클레오파트라가 왜 여기서 쉬었다 가는지 알겠어. 잠깐 쉬자. 잠깐 쉬자.
Who would have known that such scenery could exist in the middle of a hot desert? The boys are now getting ready to go back home. To the boys, the desert and Oasis are their playground. I think the mischievous boys' laughter will ring in my heart for a long time. The great French writer Saint-Exupéry wrote in The Little Prince that the desert is beautiful because it is hiding a spring somewhere. The oasis gave life to the barren desert where no life could live. The desert oasis, where barrenness and greenness exist together, is a sight to behold. The cool wind of the desert starts to blow in my heart as well.
이 바람은 평생 멈추지 않겠구나.
What is life like around the oasis? I headed towards another oasis, Dakhla, to find out about the locals' everyday life. Dakhla Oasis is 5 to 6 hours by car from the Siwaand Oasis. Dakhla Oasis is one of the 5 major oases in the desert of western Egypt. Small cities with distinct characteristics have formed around the large oasis. North of the main city, Moot, is a small old village called Al-Qasar. Traces of ancient civilization remain here.
여기가 옛날 집들이 많은 데네. 에헤. 사람 알라이쿰. 뭐니? 야. 얘가 옛날 아주 오랜 시간 전에 있었던 마을들이 잘 보존되어 있는 곳이래요.
This was the center of Dakhla Oasis during the Middle Ages, when the Romans settled here.
야, 여기 기둥들이다 대추야자라 보구나.
The paths are like a labyrinth.
여긴가?
The first place I entered
아, 야, 이 정말 오래된 건데.
was a rice mill.
세상에나.
This was used to extract olive oil. This large-scale machinery uses levers and gears to extract palm oil. These buildings, built with mud bricks, feel like they are still inhabited by people.
자,
There is also a Muslim temple from the 10th century.
올라가는 거예요? 아하.
Travelers continue to visit this place. Why, you ask?
세상에나. 사막이 다 보이는구나.
It is because of the beautiful scenery. The beautiful Dakhla Oasis can be seen in its entirety from the top of the temple.
도시, 오아시스, 사막.
I think I hear something being hammered on my way from the temple.
해장까지죠. 와. 아. 아. 어쩐지 뭐가 이렇게 쭉쭉쭉 무게가 달렸구나 싶었더니 페인트통에다가 돌을 집어넣었어.
As the bellows fan the flames, the coals turn bright red with heat. The blacksmith is hammering the heated metal. I wonder what he is making. It's a really big needle.
دي بقى الخوص طبق الخوص بص على الكاميرا
بتعمل بقى ايه؟
طبق الخوص
طبق الخوص؟ ازاي بقى؟
دي كده تمسك وتخيط بيها كده
لسه في حد يعمل الحاجات دي هنا تاني؟
في
موجود.
말 이렇게.
دي هنا برضه
볼게.
The blacksmith makes and sells many tools and decorations.
만드는데 되게 손으로 만드는 거 정갑다. 기념될 만한 거 하나 사갖고 가야겠어요. 요거는 벽에 이렇게 딱 꽂아서 장식하는 거. 내가 살게요. 기념으로. 참 이쁘게 생겼어요. 특히나 이렇게 손으로 만든 거에다가 직접 만든 사람한테 사는 거니까 더 가치가 빛을 발할 것 같아 돌아가면. 고맙습니다. 바이. 들어.
Most of the locals in this oasis village also make a living by farming.
어디 가나 시골 풍경은 딱 시골 아침 풍경. 네, 농부들 밭으로 출근하는 사막에서 농사 짓는 사람들의 생활상이 궁금해서 만나기로 했어요. 어이구, 살람 알라이쿰. 자.
Mohammed raises livestock in this village.
여기가 다 마구간인가 봐 이렇게. 오.
The sheep is the most useful animal here.
야, 양도 있구나. 그리고
They also raise pigeons here. Pigeons?
이제 이분 따라서 같이 한번 밭으로 출근해 보려고요.
It's been a long time since I've seen a cart.
얄라.
This donkey-drawn cart fits in perfectly with the rural atmosphere.
고생했어. 이렇게 주변이 다 사막인데 그 가운데 이렇게 푸른 밭들이 쫙 펼쳐져 있어요. 그러니까 사막과 밭이 딱 붙어 있다는 게 사실 우리가 잘 익숙하지 않은 모습이잖아요.
The view of desert and fields side by side was made possible because of the oasis in the desert. It is a real miracle.
물이 미지근한데요? 이 물 때문에 이들이 사네요. 이 메마른 땅에서. 정말 귀중한 물이구나.
In the parched desert, water really is the spring of all life.
와, 이게 엄청나게 나오고 있네요.
The large volume of water is drawn from underground.
야, 대단하다. 전혀 상상 못했거든요. 그냥 작은 우물을 생각했는데 나오는 양이 엄청난데?
The water is from the mountain range over there. The mountain range is 80 kilometers from east to west and 25 kilometers from north to south. There are reservoirs on the mountainside. There is a channel that connects the reservoirs to the fields. Thanks to that, the wheat is growing very well. Shall I take part in the rural life of Egypt?
날씨 우리랑 다르게 생겼죠. 톱날도 이렇게 있고. 아, 이걸 우리가 누가 낫이라 그랬어요. 톱이라 그러지. 그렇게 어려워 보이지 않은데? 아, 손 조심하라고요? 이집트까지 와서 소 여물을 맬 줄 몰랐어. 지금 한번 내 실력을 보여주겠어. 여기 다.
In this place, grass does not grow apart from the irrigated fields, so even the grass fed to cows needs to be sown and cultivated. Mohammed says that he does other work in addition to farming.
مدرس بالصبح مدرس انجليزي لحد الظهر باجي هنا الغيط بحش وبعد ما احش اجيب العلف كده اهو واخده للبهايم هناك اسيهم والميلهم العلف واقفل عليهم واروح خلاص على البيت وبعدين بننام بالليل وتاني يوم الصبح كده على طول.
English teacher?
Yeah.
You are?
Mm-hmm.
So you speak English, huh?
Very good.
Very good.
In Korea, we eat midday snacks when farming.
새참.
بتاكل امتى وسط الشغل؟
لا.
ما بتاكلش؟
It seems they don't have snacks in the fields.
هيا. ها.
We are finally done with the farm work today. On our way home, I fell flat on my back once again. Mohammed feeds the cow first.
오호, 안녕. 짜짜짜짜짜짜.
I get to feed the lambs.
먹을 것 같다. 어이. 야, 이쪽으로.
I am happy seeing them eat so eagerly.
bedrooms?
Yeah.
See?
And we sit there.
That dining room.
Yeah.
And here?
Mr. Mohammed gave me a tour of his house after work.
And then my living room.
집들이 이렇게 구조가 특이하게 생겼죠. 그쪽으로?
The spaces are divided like a maze.
이렇게 나오는구나. 바깥으로. 자, assalamualaikum.
This is the kitchen used by the women.
이게 어디 가서 이런 멋진 조명을 받아보겠어요? 야, 이런 데서 자연만이 줄 수 있는 최고의 조명을 받아보네. Traditional style and
Egypt is one of the major Muslim countries. so we had to receive permission to record the female family members. The women were hard at work at something. They were removing stones from rice.
어느 나라나 똑같은 것 같아요. 쌀을 먹는 사람들은 쌀 속에서 돌 골라내는 게 큰 일이긴 해요. 네? 내게 좀 더 큰데.
아주 그랬어요.
돌 골라낸 거 봐, 여기.
I think we grew a little closer by picking the stones together. During lunchtime, Mohammed and his wife said they would prepare a special meal for me.
이집트에서는 비둘기가 보양식이래요. 좀 생각지 못했던 건데.
Pigeon meat is high in protein and good for enduring the heat of the desert. In particular, pigeon stew was a special dish that was even served to the pharaoh. That is why people have been breeding pigeons for food since ancient times. Just as Koreans eat the chicken broth samgyetang during the summertime, pigeon is a special health food to Egyptians. This building is very high. It's an apartment complex for pigeons. It goes quite up high.
Here.
Mohammed came and gave me a pigeon to hold, but I felt hesitant.
잡아야 되는데 제가 새를 무서워해. 아니 내가 무서워하는 건 없는데 그냥 아니 그런 게 있어. 표현할 수가 없는 그런 게 있어.
Mohammed walks calmly with two pigeons in his hand.
يعني حبة كده.
In the kitchen, the preparation of the pigeon stew begins in earnest. The pigeon dish is served when there is a special occasion or when a guest comes to visit. It's just like how a chicken dish is served in Korea. Look, they put rice inside the pigeon like we do in Korea. It's a new yet familiar sight. I am really looking forward to tasting it.
My father,
맞아?
my brother daughter,
안녕.
my wife, my sister's daughter, my sister's son,
see.
my son,
Your son.
my sister's daughter,
Oh, so whole your family.
our table, family.
With family. 대가족이죠. 그러니까 우리는 이제 여기서 반반 쪼개서 살잖아요. 근데 이런 데는 아직도 큰 식구들이 다 모여서 아버지, 누나, 형 같이 다 사니까 어떤 때는 복잡하기도 하겠지만은 때로는 얼마나 좋아요. 이렇게 다 모여서 같이 할 수 있다라는 게. 1, 2, 3.
I was jealous of Mohammed's big family, and I thought it was a beautiful sight.
Son, wife, and
brother دول.
Now it is time to eat. We are served aish, the staple bread of Egypt, and warm rice.
57 سنة.
This young man takes good care of his younger brother.
أنتم روح من السمار وين.
The pigeon stew is finally ready. I might be afraid of live pigeons, but I was really looking forward to this dish.
This is goes misud.
My mouth is watering.
Very good.
다리로 이렇게 꼬매놨어요. 마치 우리 삼계탕 하듯이. 대륙은 달라도 같은 방법이네요. 보자.
حسين هذا قد هاري admire it. Admire it.
Maybe I ate too greedily.
ياكل حمام.
다 좋은데 너무 작다. 지금 뜯어 먹어야 되잖아요.
It was a warm mealtime enjoyed with an extended family that I hadn't had for a long time.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.
Wherever I go, saying goodbye is the saddest part. I had to find the oasis in the desert, and I found the joyous laughter of children and beautiful people on the way. They will always remain an oasis in my heart.
지하석으로 들어가는 입구 같아 보여요. 세상에. 나는 왜 앞만 봐도 오리지? 이게 여기 사람들은 토끼라고 부르거든요.